Hello, my fellow skateboarders, longboarders, and freelance skaters. This is Krishan Srinivasan, a fine art photographer, a distance skater, and a small time freelance skater, coming to meet you guys with a video for my skateboard YouTube channel. And I'm also a bicyclist doing it as a cross training process for my distance skating. Okay, so I completed about 2,400 kilometers in my distance skating rides, which is like since 2021. Like probably I started by July of 2021 and till date 2,400 kilometers. Okay, so before that I have done some 100 kilometers, which was not properly accounted, but for this 2,400 kilometers till 2,200 or so, it's been completely accounted by GPS, and few rides after that I did not account it with an GPS because I've been having some mobile phone heating issues, so to tackle that I'm not using my GPS. So and I'm using my bicycle computer to track the lap or route which I used to ride, and I'm calculating with that bicycle computer's reading. So with that I'm completing 2,400 kilometers today. So yep, Edwin Kruswick has been a constant supporter since I got to know him in 2020 or so. So he's been always there, and he's been encouraging my distance skating rides when I post all my numbers, tally numbers. Actually, he is a rider who has done more than 6,000 kilometers, I believe, by today. So, or more than that. Forgive me, Edwin, if I've told a wrong number. But anyways, that's the happy occasion for today, which I wanted to register it on camera. So, okay. Then, what else I want to talk about? We are having a United Kingdom Ultraskate 2023 event happening. Okay, so this video entirely is dedicated for UK Ultraskate 2023. Okay, so just 40 minutes or 1 hour before, probably this web page is much opened up a little earlier. Probably it should be around a 2-hour mark right now. Okay, so the website was live. I checked the website. I absolutely loved it. I have done a website tour for Skate Ideas, so I thought why not do a website tour for UK Ultraskate event. So I approached the organizer I know, or as in I've been following the Facebook page of UK Ultraskate 2023 since the day it was formed, the Facebook group since the day it was formed, So I've been following all the process Mr. Pierre-Edouard Deodle have been doing, since the thought of forming an Ultraskate event for UK. They've been doing quite a lot of work there. I've been following the post, as in I can show you right now on the screen. Let me close my tab. You could see when you just look at their post, they've been struggling hard in finding out the place which is most affordable, which is also suitable for the weather, where the track is pretty good, and it's also good enough as in to ride for 24 hours, and for Ultraskate participants to have all the facilities, as in from restroom to dress changing area to, for food, water, you name it, they should have everything, and the higher price for the weekend or whenever the event is happening, all these things have been discussed openly on this Facebook page group by Mr. Pierre Edward Doodle. Forgive me if my pronunciation misses one or two times. Okay, Pierre Edward Doodle. Okay, so and he's been discussing with a lot of people, and he's been very open about what he's going to do for the event, and could check out all the things that is happening in the Facebook page of UK Ultraskate. Okay, so it's been there for a long time, that much I can tell you, since the day had come. Okay, so United Kingdom is England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Okay, and few islands are there in that part. Okay, so that is what is United Kingdom. And so without further ado, let's get into the site tour. Okay, before which I just want to mention it here. I was contacting Mr. Pierre Edward Doodle for making this video, as in like I want to have his thought about it, or like his permission to make this video. So I was discussing with him. I appreciated his effort to make a website and all that, and he was so happy to like approve my request, as in like I'm very eager to see your video or something. So it's many thanks, sure, happy for you to do so. So that was his message, very short and very sweet. Thank you so much, sir. Hope I live up to your expectation. I'll try to do my best, and let me tell you guys, this is going to be my very first reaction of looking at the website. Okay, as in like I've seen the website, but it was on my mobile phone, but on the computer I've probably skipped through pages, but I haven't seen the site in detail. Like I haven't noticed much details in that. So then we had some few discussions, and I asked him like whom I should credit and all that. So looks like Mr. Pierre Edward Doodle have been doing this organizing work for the UK Ultraskate 2023 event all by himself, and he would like to credit one more person, which is Mr. Dango, and he is his event steward coordinator. So okay, so thank you, Mr. Pierre Edward Doodle and Mr. Dango, for making this happen for distance skating enthusiasts, pro skaters, and many people who are looking forward for an Ultraskate event in the United Kingdom. Okay, so yes, let's get into the website. And by the way, before getting into the website, I just want to say this Ultraskate event is going to happen in Betshanger Country Park in UK. Okay, that's where this is happening. I'll probably leave the like QR code for this site, or like just go here, betshanger-park.co.uk website. You could be able to experience the things that they are offering for this site. Okay, so probably you guys are going to work on this tarmac track road cycling area, where that's where the Ultraskate event is going to happen, and you could experience what else is there in this bike track, and this is the entire map. Okay, so why am I showing this is like you will find it on the site, by the way. Anyways, so let's go and take a look at the website. I'm keeping my Wi-Fi on because we need to look at a lot of things here, and I also have a lot of tabs open on my Safari browser, and if I open my Firefox browser, it's even more crowded. So it's like more due. I've been less online these days watching out videos, but anyways, so I think it's Mr. Dango who is writing the LTP board, having a look at the Betshanger track. Anyways, okay, so just as you hit the UK ultraskate.co.uk website, you're presented with this screen wherein you have a background video running, or all of the slides running and stuff like that, and you have a countdown clock for the event, UK Ultraskate 2023 event. You have 76 days, 17 hours, 3 minutes, and whatever seconds that is. Okay, by the time you're taking a look at this video, it would be probably 75 or 74 days, because like I'm not doing this live, and I'm recording this video, screen recording this video, and I'll be editing it later. Okay, so this is the home screen. It's a clickable logo. Okay, United Kingdom Ultraskate 2023. Probably the resolution of the site is much higher, that's why it looks slightly pixelated on my screen, but you might look better on your screen. Okay, anyways, so it's a little old technology, Intel computer, Intel Mac, so probably it could be because of that. Okay, so about the race dot, and what is the UK Ultraskate? Okay, the UK Ultraskate 2023 is a long distance longboarding and skateboarding LDP event that will offer a limited 100 spaces. Oh, okay, 100 spaces, just as Dutch Ultraskate, constituting of 75 solo riders and 5 relay teams of 4 riders. Oh, 75 solo rider spot and 5 relay team of 4 riders. Okay, which means like 20 people as 5 teams. Okay, for riders and teams from around the world, the opportunity to ride for 24 hours and push themselves to their physical limits. This will be the first ultras of its kind in the UK, and will in turn mark a historical moment within the discipline of skateboarding in the UK. Subsequently, we hope to have support from Skate GB and GB, I think, Great Britain, and the IDSA, International Distance Skateboarding Association. And Ultraskate entails participants riding the boards as far as they can in 24 hours. Therefore, there is no limit on what can be achieved. Entry is open to all, whether a first timer or an Ultraskate veteran. During the 24 hours, participants can ride as long and as little as they want, but of course the goal is that we are all striving to achieve, to excel our own personal goals and achieve our maximum potential. And of course, nothing motorized is permitted. Okay, yeah, cool. Solo riders, teams, and their support will have access to camping area next to the track to pitch a tent to recover during the riding period. Solo riders are advised to bring someone to support them throughout the 24-hour period. So you got that. So that's awesome. So you have a camping area, and you have 100 limited spaces, wherein 75 is allotted for solo riders and 5 for teams. That's awesome. That's cool. I've got enough information in the very first page itself. And when you are scrolling down to the bottom of the first page, join the race. Okay, the track is Betts Hanger Country Park. Track location 29th and 30th July 2023. That's the date. 1.25 miles track length, 24 hours duration. Amazing. And we are presented with the register now button over there. Okay, one lap of Betts Hanger's track is 1.25 miles, which means 2.01 kilometers. That's awesome. I'm the guy who doesn't have energy to keep my pace above 16 kilometers per hour or 20 kilometers per hour every second that I'm riding for an Ultraskate event. I haven't tried an Ultraskate event before, and I'm not an athlete, but it's really hard, and that is the pace which is recommended. If you want to do a 300 mile record on your 24-hour Ultraskate distance skating event. Okay, so if you are like me, I would probably look for the length of one lap, and I would like to calculate that for how many laps that I have to do to become a member of 100-mile club or 150-mile club or 200-mile or 250-mile club or 300-mile club. That's how I would go about it. It's like whenever the energy is available, like probably after a meal or something, or when the weather is more friendly, not, sorry, I hit the mic. When the weather is more friendly, and if you want to ride, when you have some stored energy, like you can spend more time sprinting in those hours and cover more laps. And I'm giving my strategy away. So when you can't, when the heat is up and you are a little tired, or your legs a little tired, probably you could do some slow riding back then, covering few laps. I would probably go by laps instead of by pace. But you can most of the pack, which is hitting 300-mile club strategy, their strategy is like they would keep a constant pace over 20 kilometers per hour. Okay, that is their strategy. I'm happy to see a metric system as 1.25 miles in the UK. Okay, so we've been given the metric system what UK was having, like, so it's kilometers. Here in India, we have the left-hand drive and all that. Okay, that's the first page, and stay up to date. You can give your email ID and sign up for a newsletter, and they'll give you all the information that is required. I haven't signed up yet, but yes, probably I'm interested to do one. Okay, so copyright by Pure Doodle and UK Ultraskate 2023, all rights reserved. Probably F stands for Facebook. Let me click and check. Yep, it's for Facebook. And where does it take me? Does it take me? It takes me to the Ultraskate, United Kingdom Ultraskate 2023 Facebook page. That's a very thoughtful addition in the first page itself. That's nice. That'll help people to get into the community, to communicate, to learn about what they have to do, what they have to bring if they're going to do their very first Ultraskate event. So very thoughtful to put that Facebook icon over there, or even somewhere else. But it's a pretty neat presentation on the very first page of the site. I'm very happy about it. Okay, let's hit the next tab. By the way, you could see all the tabs that is there in the site: intro, rules, registration, and under more we have 3 more: shop, awards, and sponsors. And then you have login, and you have the cart bag. Okay, so we are getting into the next tab, which is intro. Okay, so we find the cross mark about the event. The Ultraskate 2023 is a long distance longboarding and skateboarding LDP event that will offer a limited 100 spaces. So this is the text which we found over there in the very first page itself. So I'm skipping that to save some time. Disciplines, participants, and awards, trophies. Okay, first I will read the disciplines. Event skate discipline categories: solo rider. So it's for the solo rider. As an individual rider, you set your own schedule and goal during 24 hours. Okay, understood. Skateboard push, only foot pushing or pumping your skateboard. Skateboard paddle, strictly using the paddle for movement and or pumping or your skateboard. Okay, so you have skateboard paddle and skateboard push. Okay, in skateboard paddle, you're using a paddle to go forward and you're pumping. Skateboard push paddle, using a paddle and your foot for movement. You must carry your paddle at all times in this discipline. That's cool. Okay, so you have 3 categories as a solo rider: skateboard push, skateboard paddle, skateboard push paddle. Okay, so I happened to interview one Mr. Jeremiah Paskova. I think he did 200-mile in skateboard push paddle also. So he's been the first one to do 200 miles on both categories. So that's awesome. So we have 2 to 4 person skateboard relay team. You may set a team of mixed disciplines and gender. Oh, that's very kind. It is very open format. One person rides the track at a time and passes the time chip like a baton, and you set the schedule and race strategies. That's awesome. Next is Discover Ultraskate Stewards team. Okay, 6-person non-competitive team created for riders that just want to ride and have fun. Whilst helping support the event, members of this team will be expected to operate as stewards throughout the event when not riding. Riding schedule will operate in the same manner as the 4-person skateboards relay team. Cool. Okay, that is the discipline. Hope you got it as I was reading. Hope I was, audible and my language was very understandable. My accent was understandable. It's not like the British accent. I don't know. I can try, but I would probably kill the language. But anyways, awards, trophies. We are reading from the right side of this part. Okay, so trophies will be given to participants in recognition of our achievements. The UK Ultraskate 2023 will be acknowledging and awarding participants for distance benchmarks. Okay, the benchmarks for solo riders is 100 miles, cool, sponsored by TBC, 150 miles, sponsored by Exile, MFG, Exile brackets and all that. TBC, I'm still learning. Who's that? 200 miles sponsored TBC, 250 miles sponsored TBC, 300 miles sponsored TBC. That's awesome. Cool. I'm still learning who that is. I'll probably let you know when I'm learning, because I am new to the distance skating scene as well. Probably TBC might have several expansions for that TBC abbreviation. Anyways, there are awards for the top 3 in each discipline skated. Note there must be a minimum number of 10 participants in each category for awards. Okay, overall best distance open, all competitors regardless of discipline, age or gender. Overall best distance women's category competitors who identify as female. And for our transgender policy, please refer to Skate IDSA rules section 5. Okay, cool. You got to go check the Skate IDSA website for the for transgender policy. Okay, so that's well set and well put over here for people to understand. That's nice. They have open for all gender categories here. Okay, overall best distance team relay. Team relay category A, 2 to 4 persons relay team. Mixed gender teams are allowed. For additional rules, see the sections. Master category, competitors of 50 years or older at the day of the event, all genders. SUP, stand-up paddle, and SUP plus category, competitors using a land paddle for propulsion. For additional rules, see the section stand-up paddle, SUP and SUP plus. Okay, good. The track location, Betts Hangar, Country Park, Deal, Kent, UK. Track length 1.25 miles, and this is the track. You're following this tarmac cycle track, as in the black line that is over there. Even when you visit Betts Hangar's website, the black line that you would find here is the track the distance skaters are going to ride. Okay, and there are green line and the red line as well below this. Okay, this is the image straight from Betts Hangar's website, I believe, or probably link to that website. I do not know, but probably what we are going to follow is the black line, which is 1.25 miles. Okay, good. And we are presented with the same icon and copyrights thing at the end of this page as well. That was very interesting and informative and sufficient for everybody, for most riders to understand. All I have to do is learn what is TBC later. Okay, so here are the rules and safety, important information. Okay, safety, helmets are mandatory. Oh boy. Okay, if you don't have a helmet, you can't participate. If you skate without a helmet, you will be disqualified and be asked to leave the track. Oh, okay. Registration, participants are highly recommended to register online as soon as registration opens. Spaces are likely to be filled quickly. There will be a late registration on the race day. However, please note spaces are limited and availability of this. Last minute spaces will be dictated by pre-event online bookings. Moreover, on an additional fee of 25 quid or 25 pounds will be applied. Registrations will close 1 week before the event or when the maximum number of participants has been reached. No registration means no Ultraskate. The entry fee has to be paid within 7 days after registration. Otherwise, your registration will expire. Make sure you pay in time. No payment means no participation. Maximum number of participants is limited. 100 spaces constituting of 75 solo riders and 5 relay teams of 4 riders. COVID regulations and refunds. There are currently no more COVID regulations in the United Kingdom. However, if new rules are being implemented, we will have to follow these rules. Whilst highly unlikely, we hold the right to cancel the UK Ultraskate if unforeseeable circumstance deemed the event cannot proceed. If deemed that the Ultraskate needs to be cancelled after registrations, we can only refund half of the registration fee since the cost have already been made. Registrations cannot be rolled over to the next year's edition. Okay, so there is some a catch over there. Okay, because like they got to pay for the Betts Hanger Park, right? So you got to consider that. Okay, and if you want to cancel your registration for any other reason, we can refund the full registration fee until the end of June 2023. Okay, so events happening in July, so a month prior to the event. If you want to cancel your registration after the end of June, we can only refund half the registration fee. You're also allowed to transfer your registration to a different person. However, you have to inform the organization by email, and which is ukultraskate@gmail.com, and provide all the necessary details for the new participant. Oh, you can also transfer the registration. That's amazing. These things happen. And I've seen it happen even after my entry into distance skating scene. As in, like, I've followed Dutch Ultraskate, I've followed Miami Ultraskate, and yeah, these are the two Ultraskate events which I've been following. And in the Dutch Ultraskate event, I've seen with limited participation list, I've seen people, not able to make it to the event or trying to transfer their registration to someone else. And people in the last minute, there was only one spot open, like the emergency registration or something, and people tried to fill in that position as well. So these things are very formulated and well put together in the website. Mr. Pierre Edward Dudel, you have done an amazing job. This is highly informative, actually. Even for myself, who is very new to the distance skating scene, all the scenarios have been analyzed here, from genders to place, the registration fee, and all that. Okay, so age to participate in the solo category at the UK Ultraskate, you have to be at least 18 years old at the day of the event. Unfortunately, whilst we had hoped to open up the event to under 18s, we are unable to do so this year, but will endeavor to do so for preceding editions of UK Ultraskate. Okay, that's understood. Being first one, they don't want to risk it all. Okay, good. Dutch Ultraskate allows under 18 as well. So categories. I happened to interview Mr. Leonard van de Peppel, and he is the organizer of Dutch Ultraskate events. And that's so happened that I wasn't much, educated about the distance skating scene. I was interviewing Mr. Leonard van de Peppel, and during the process of interview, I came to know that he was the organizer of Dutch Ultraskate. So from then on, I've been a little informed and I've been doing my homework. So, but anyways, what I was trying to say is like, yes, I've learned something from Dutch Ultraskate events as well, as an audience who've been following these Ultraskate events. Okay, categories: open category, all competitors regardless of discipline, age, or gender. Women's category, competitors who identify as female for our transgender policy. Okay, which we saw that earlier. Team category, masters category, stand-up paddle, SUP plus category. Okay, that's cool. Relay teams, team must consist of minimum 2 riders and a maximum of 4 riders. You may set a team of mixed disciplines and genders in a very open format. Format is relay type format, and in which one person rides the track at one time, and you are presented with the rules of relay team. So minimum members allowed is 2, and you can be a maximum member of 4. Okay, and can be a mixed gender team. Okay. There is one chip per team, and only one rider at a time skating on the track. Cool. Stand-up paddle, SUP and SUP plus. To be eligible for the SUP category, you can only use a paddle for propulsion. Using your feet is not allowed. Pumping is allowed. For the SUP plus category, pushing is allowed. To be eligible For this category, you have to carry a paddle at all the times during the event. That's cool. You can't keep your paddle down because you're pushing the board. Okay. So distance skated and records. For the final results, only completed laps are registered. By the timing systems are counted towards your final mileage. If your final lap is completed outside the time limit of 24 hours, it will not be counted and partially counted towards your final total mileage. Okay. So when I was talking to Mr. young and vibrant Mr. Paul McMahon, so he told us during our interview process, said that in the Dutch Ultraskate event, when you're going to stop and not decided not to race or not to ride anymore in an Ultraskate event, you have to stop before the stop line. Suppose this is the stop line and this is where the pole or whatever the electronic system there to measure your chip counting for another lap. Suppose you are on the last lap and you're about to reach the cross line or the start line, and the time is like 23 hours and 59 minutes, and you know that you won't be able to complete the entire 1.25 miles in 1 minute, right? So you stop your race before the start line. Okay, you don't have to cross it. Okay, that's what they're trying to say here. You won't be counted for your last lap, and the time is 24 hours already. That is what he's saying. So even in between, it's like if you're going to quit your race, you know that you're not going to complete an entire lap. You can't complete an entire lap. You stop before the start line. Okay. So to be included, correct me if I was wrong, but that's what I remember and recollect from that interview. Okay. That's what got into me. So anyway, to be included in the Ultraskate Hall of Fame records list in a minimum distance of 200 miles, which is 321.87 kilometers for men, 100 miles, 160.9 kilometers for women, and 200 miles, 321.87 kilometers for relay teams is required to be included in the Ultraskate Hall of Fame. So we got to do 200 miles. Got to be a member of 200 mile club. Best hanger track records will set and defined at this year's Ultraskate. For a list of current records defined by 24-hour Miami Ultraskate, the 24-hour Dutch Ultraskate, and the IDSA, please visit awards page. Cool, we'll do that. Support. An Ultraskate is something you do for yourself and by yourself, but it is a 24-hour ultra and an endurance sport, and is a test of both body and mind. In turn, we highly advise all participants to bring one non-participant supporter to help offer encouragement and support throughout the event. Yep, a support person is completely encouraged, and they have clearly mentioned one. Okay, so suppose like you're coming as a family, better contact Mr. Pierre Edward Juru. So like your family and one of your family is participating as a solo rider, please do contact Mr. Pierre, Edward Juru about that. And suppose like you're a family, you are participating in a relay race, can you have a company of more people? Please do contact Mr. Pierre Edward Juru about this. Okay, I've seen families participate in Dutch Ultraskate. That's why I'm saying I couldn't recollect the name, but yes, I've seen families participate in Dutch Ultraskate as a team actually. Anyways, okay, and let's continue reading that. Support will on occasion be permitted to skate with participants to offer encouragement through support laps. However, please note this will only be permitted during the quieter, less busy periods on the track. In the first couple of hours, it will be too busy, and after that is that it is at your own discretion. If it really isn't possible, the organizers stewards will ask you your support to leave the track. That's cool. That's very kind enough. You can have your support to ride along. That's cool. Not in the busy hours. Okay, that's awesome. I could recollect the interview words of Mr. Paul McMahon say, like it was like absolute chaos to watch people in the a 300-mile target pack, as in like you would see boards everywhere, legs everywhere, you know. It's definitely a chaotic, busy scene. Support skaters always have to make room for participants. You get what it is. So, skating rules. The general rules are pretty simple. Not following these rules will lead to disqualification. Oh, okay. Simple, but could lead to disqualification. It is prohibited to be pulled, pushed, or anything by someone else. Breaking this rule will lead to disqualification. Yep, genuine. Drafting is permitted behind another participant, but please keep it safe. Don't skate too close to each other and keep it bad. This is amazing. If you have seen the interview with Mr. Paul McMahon, you would have said, like, as a first timer in the Dutch Ultraskate, you know, when he is making turns, he had his own drafted line. So he would go from outer circle to inner circle, or outer ring of the lap or the racetrack to the inner ring of the racetrack, as in, like, he would cut from one point to the another point. You know, that led into a discussion with another distance skater, as in, like, you can't do that. He said, like, if you're going to do this much mile, you know, you join the pack and be with that pack on one side of the track. And if you're not going to ride, you know, do any of those things, and you're going to do your own pace, be on the inner ring of the track. That's what he said in the interview, or at least that's what I grabbed for myself. So please do watch those interview. Nice plug-in, right? Anyways, but why I'm saying that it'll be helpful, that's what they are talking about here. If you're skating anywhere on the track and someone faster wants to pass you, make sure you go out of the way. The track is for everybody, but try not to hinder anyone. That's the gentleman's game. Nobody should try to hinder anyone. The track at Bet's hanger is marked on the ground, defining the fast lane, and will be used as a fast lane alongside overtaking throughout the event. Get what it is? It's straight up. If you're skating in a group, make sure you still have space for other skaters to pass. Don't take up more than about half the width of the track. True. Probably paddlers have to trail or start up in the back of the race. If you want to overtake a person or a group, do this preferably on the right side of the track, marked fast lane. If this is not possible, let them know on which side you will pass. That's pretty genuine. People do it all the time on the bicycle track, as in, like, on their regular practice, you know. So that's very simple and very neatly presented. I got to credit Mr. Pierre-Edouard Godel for putting up all these things together. That's awesome. Gear. Firstly, it is forbidden to ride an electric skateboard. Gear must be human powered. Yep. Participant can use multiple boards and are allowed to switch between them during the Ultraskate. The boards have to be in good state. Make sure it'll last for 24 hours. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's a very valuable information, because these are the questions I put forward to people who participated in Ultraskate. On the day, members of events team will run a quick inspection of equipment, but please note it is your responsibility to ensure that your personal equipment maintained and in a safe and rideable condition. Basic areas on your board to inspect and renew prior to the event. Okay, cool. Wheels. Ensure your wheels have got too much wear or signs breakage. Duro is important, but this down to personal preference. A rider often like to replace the wheel prior to the event. Okay. Axle, if fixed, ensure there is no deformation. If replaceable axles, ensure they are approximately fixed. Hangers. Inspect for severe wear of deformation. Bearings. Ultimately, you want your board to roll as smoothly as possible. Little resistance. Rider often like to replace being prior to the event. Nuts and fixing. It's simple. Check your nuts. Deck. Inspect for severe wear, deformation, and delamination. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. They haven't mentioned about the length of the board. Any limitations on the length of the board? Because I've seen people riding much longer boards in Ultraskate events, especially Miami. And the skate IDSA rule, which I want to cite here, is maximum diameter for a wheel that can be used on an Ultraskate event is 150 mm. So probably if your wheel is 150 mm or less than that, you can probably use it. Since they have been citing skate IDSA for the gender thing, I think probably they would also take up the rules of skate IDSA here. So your maximum wheel size could be 150 mm according to skate IDSA for Ultraskate. Probably that could apply here too. Okay, so could be having a maximum wheel size and riding it super low board, who knows, you could do that. Okay, fire, smoking and drugs, I'll let you to read. It simply means what not to do. Okay, so sleeping, you're allowed to put up your tent next to track in an amphitheater. Access to the site will be made available from 7:30 a.m. on the day of the event. Make sure you remove your tent yourself, preferably before 10:30 a.m. on the day of end of the event. We must all have vacated the Betts Hangar site and have cleared equipment by no later than 11 a.m. Cool. They have mentioned the timing here. That's amazing. They give you enough time to, recover, gather, collect your prices, and pack up your things and leave from the track. That's amazing. Electricity to be confirmed, but access to electricity on the track or campsite is unlikely to be available. Okay, that's a bummer. This changing areas and cave within the main facilities of Betts Hangar County Park offer access to electrical socket. That's brilliant. That is very relieving. Actually, it's okay to ride in the dark, but when it is wet, it's a bummer. But okay, electricity is likely to be unavailable, so which means carry your own light, which is the next topic, lights at night. The UK Ultraskate 2023 starts on the 29th of July, and in turn we should experience fairly long periods of daylight in this time of the year with only a few hours of dark. But during those hours of dark, it is imperative participants make sure they are visible at night. Wear something reflective or lights on your body. Moreover, headlights will be necessary to navigate the track. Please ensure that your light does not affect other riders. Look back only if necessary, because you can blind people when you shine your light in the eyes. If you want to check on the people behind you, use your voice instead of your light. That's brilliant. That's well thought out message from Mr. Pierre Eduardo Yodel. Well put, actually. This is what is required. This is what people expect of you. It's beautifully put out there. Cleaning. We are guests at the Ultraskate track. Make sure you leave it as clean as possible behind you. Don't throw your garbage on the track. Keep it with you till the start and throw it in the trash bin. Keep the toilet as clean as possible. If everyone does this, we do not have to clean as much at the end. We have to clean up the track together. Make sure you help with at least picking up your own garbage. The track and the site needs to be cleared by no later than 11 a.m. on the 30th of July. If the track owners are not content with the state of the track after the Ultraskate, we will not be permitted to use the track again for the future editions of Ultraskate. That's amazing. Okay, I guess we should follow the audience of Japan, who are fans of football, who have the habit of cleaning the leftovers and all the fun stuff they threw watching their favorite football football, as in I'm not talking about the American football, I'm talking about the soccer football, Manchester United, whatever teams that you have. Japan audience would come. If you are in the stadium, they're going to watch the event and they clean up their own garbage. So I guess we could take that as an example. Japan, cool. I gotta appreciate you. After the Ultraskate, we have to leave the track at 9:30 a.m. on the 30th of July to allow member of Betts Hangar staff to prepare to reopen the track to the public. Make sure you remove your tent yourself, preferably before 10:30 a.m. So they've said this already before, in the previous this thing. I'll leave it to read those things. Disclaimer: the organizers can at all times make exceptions to these rules. The organizers can at all times tell someone to leave the track and withdraw them from the participation. Organizers will make a remark if someone is not following the rules, behaving like she is supposed to be. Okay, so I want to go and read this yourself. The final results of Ultraskate will be made available via the website and submitted by the organizers to paved wave record list and the IDSA. That's cool. That's cool. Pavedway.org. I think I've spoken about this in one of my videos. That's the hub or the forum for distance skating, and it's been run by one wonderful gentleman. I couldn't recollect his name by now, but I do follow him on Instagram and Facebook. It's a wonderful website to be, and you can formally object against the results if you think your final result is incorrect. However, the organizers are at all times permitted to reject your objection. Okay, so it's like organizing committee has all the power. So I want you to read everything that is there, okay, before going by yourself once. Even I have tried to read it along with you guys because I'm inspecting the site very first time with you guys. So okay, 6 days, 13 hours, 28 minutes and section. Registration is opening soon. Stay tuned. So that much time you have, 6 days, 13 hours and 28 minutes. Join the Ultraskate, join our email list and get notification when registrations are open, so you can sign up for a newsletter over here. That's amazing. They have a separate page for registration. That's awesome. Into the more, I'm hitting the shop tab. So on the store you have a merchandise, a t-shirt with the Betts Hangers bicycle track, road bike track, the black line. Nice. They have a raffle. Cool. Just as in, you can I think this one is going for a charity or something. Okay, the raffle to help raise money for the event and promote some great brands from within the world of long distance skateboarding. We will be holding a raffle prize draw of some great products supplied by a number of sponsors. These include Stubby Precision Trucks. That's awesome. Actually, they have a bracket to avoid your kingpin from breaking, So Exile, MFG, Newton Shred, EVOS and more to come. Okay, cool. They have a raffle draw, just as in like Pusher race, they also have a raffle draw there. So simple purchase a raffle ticket or several. In purchasing this digital raffle ticket, you will be entered into the raffle prize draw. There is no limit on how many raffle tickets you can purchase. The draw will be done on the closing day. Okay, collection of the prizes can be made by the person on that day, and winning online raffle participants will be notified that they have won the through email. Okay, you'll be notified through email if you're winning a raffle ticket for the online participant. Raffle winners will also be mentioned on the website, so you don't have to necessarily participate. Okay, you can buy the tickets and help people. Okay, and I'm getting back to the shop again. Okay, these are the two things available under the shop. You have a merchandise of t-shirt and a raffle draw ticket. Okay, awards. I think this tab is pretty long. I've seen this before. Okay, awards and records. On the left, you have the logos of how the UK Ultraskate 2023 awards are going to look like. That's awesome. Beautifully designed. I love it. So you have 100 mile, 150 mile, 200 mile, 250 mile, 300 mile clubs. Cool. So with this being the first Ultraskate of its kind in the UK, on this track, the Betts Hanger track records will be set and defined at this year's Ultraskate 2023. Yep, this is new and this is happening for the very first time. Trophies will be given to the participants in recognition of achievements. The UK Ultraskate 2023 will be acknowledging and awarding participants for distance benchmarks, solo riders. So we saw this before. Okay, I'm yet to find out what TBC is. Okay, there are awards for top 3 in each discipline skated. Okay, cool. Overall best distance team relay, masters category, SUP and SUP plus category, overall best distance for women, overall best distance open, all competitors regardless of discipline, age and gender. Okay, for the final results of the registered by the timing system or counted towards your final mileage. If your final lap is completed outside the time limit of 24 hours, it will not be counted. Okay, it will be included in the Ultraskate Hall of Fame records in the minimum distance of 200 miles and 100 miles and 100 miles for women. Okay, probably this detail I did not mention it before. So if for men If you got to be in the Ultraskate Hall of Fame records, you got to do 200 miles. For women, it's 100 miles. Okay, and 200 miles for relay teams as well. Okay, so they have given few world records from Miami Ultraskate event, and they are giving the zoom icon here, so I could read the names that is there. That's cool. First is men's overall is Mr. Andrew Andres. That's amazing. I just got a reply from Mr. Andrew Andres today. On the Instagram, he said like he watched the interview video of Mr. Don Sanderski, the owner and maker of Ham boards. Okay, so that's nice. That's him. So he's a machina. He has done 309.5 miles in 2016. That is incredible, actually. And for women's, we have Callie Little, age 27, USA, 251.1 miles in 2019. And you have the list. You can go ahead and check. They have the list for everything, for different age category and the masters category and the team as well, SUP, SUP plus. And they have the same thing with a Dutch Ultraskate here, 300 mile club. So 300 mile club, it's my favorite, Mr. Joe Mazzon. And Joe Mazzon is like, I'm so fortunate to be be in touch with wonderful additional skaters like Joe Mazzon, on Instagram. He replies for all the sensible messages I send him. So he is the world record holder here. He in fact has done 313.90 miles in 24 hours. That's a world record, which is like 505.17. That's amazing. You have Rick Pronk on the second, Mr. Andrew Andres again on third, and the list goes on. Okay, I want you to go and check all those things. Okay, I could recognize a lot of names here, and I could be talking a lot. So since you can go and recognize all read all these things, as a tour, I'm saying like these things are available and these informations are available and presented in the site on the page of awards and records. That's so kind of Mr. Pierre Edward Doodle for presenting these details. 300 mile club, 250 mile club, 200 mile club, and with women Ultraskate Miami and Dutch Ultraskate, we have Saskia Tromp. She is a good friend of Miss the entrepreneur Miss Lena Merindal. Saskia Tromp is a good friend of hers, and she is from Netherlands. She has done 422.10 kilometers or 262.28 miles in Dutch Ultraskate. That's amazing. Rosanne de Lange, and she is one of my favorite riders. I have contacted her for an interview. I'm hoping, keeping my fingers crossed, one day she'll say yes to it. But anyway, so she has done 252.49 miles on a Dutch Ultraskate event in 2017. And you have 200 and 150 mile and 100 mile club. I'm skipping them only to save some time. I really wanted to read all the names over here. Okay, you have Team USA at 350 mile club, USA, doing 371.89 miles. Okay, I think this is for team, records with Dutch Ultraskate. So you have 300 mile, 350 mile, 300, 250, 200 mile club for that. Miami and Dutch Ultraskate combined. So that's what is there presented in this awards and records page. And we are getting into the sponsors page. Sponsors, thanks to our friends. Sponsors play an important role in supporting the success of the events. We would like to thank our sponsors. Stubby Precision Tucks, and probably that is Stubby. Then you have Exile, then you have EVOS, and you have Newton's Shred. I'm pretty new to other brands, I am familiar of Exile. I have known Stubby Precision Trucks, but EVOS and Newton's Shred are new to me. And get involved. So I think you can email the organizers, or message or talk to people in the Facebook page of UK Ultraskate 2023, and contact Mr. Pierre Edward Doodle, to sponsor UK Ultraskate 2023. Okay, so if you feel like you can't go and you want to encourage the event, please go ahead and contact him. Okay, then you have the shopping cart, and when you hit the login, they give you 3 options. You can sign up with Google account or Facebook account, or you can sign up with your email. Okay, that's cool. I haven't done any of those things now. Okay, so probably this concludes the motto of a video. I've covered the complete tour of this website. I would like to thank Mr. Pierre Edward Doodle for completely approving my effort of giving a tour to this events website. And I also thank Mr. Dango, I think that's what he has mentioned about the stewards thing. So who is assisting Mr. Pierre Edward Doodle. So thank you everyone. Thanks all the distance skaters, and thanks to all the people or always kind distance skating community to me. Like I'm almost 40 by August, and I've started skating very late in my age, like as in 37, and I've been introduced to, or I learned about distance skating only by 2020. By then I was 38 or 39, and since then, like people in the distance skating community, they didn't think like, who's this guy from a very unknown land of from India, so they didn't let me out. They actually felt make me feel like I'm one of them, even though I don't, or I couldn't do as much distance as them. Like I do not more than 8-mile or 10-mile rides, and with distance skating, I'm talking about distance skating. So they still consider me as one of them, and they are very kind and they are very supportive of my efforts. They are very encouraging about whatever I do. So thanks to all the distance skaters and wonderful distance skating community. And I want to thank all the team members and distance skaters from UK who are going to participate in UK Ultraskate 2023 event. So I want to thank, as well as say good words and best regards and wishes to them for who are willing to participate or going to participate in UK Ultraskate 2023 event. So thank you everyone. This is Kicha signing off. Hope this website tour was useful to you guys. Bye bye.